community supports. Completing the worksheet, magnet, and emergency kit is not all that you need to do to be prepared. It is also important to get the support you need. As a community member, it is important to know your neighbor.
We were at the CAC, Consumer Advisory Committee, and we were asked to meet our neighbors or find out who they were. I did not want to meet my neighbors. I was afraid because I didn't want anybody to know about my information. I wasn't going to give it to somebody else. And I definitely didn't want them to give me any of theirs because I was still afraid. I decided to meet the little girl and meet the parents because when I did meet them, I learned to give. And they gave to me. So it's a give and take, friendship. It's a great friendship, and actually they're like family to me now.
If there is an emergency or disaster, the first people who may help you will be your neighbors. It is important that your neighbors know who you are, what you need, and how you can help each other.
So what is the one thing you think people can do to take action and not feel scared anymore?
I think one of the main things that people can do is get to know their neighbors so that there's someone close by for them to rely upon. I think we have a false sense of security that people are going to come running to us to take care of all of us. And in fact, we've learned in all the other situations that it's usually your neighbor who's the first to be your help.
Hi, my name is Rihanna Gutierrez, and I'm a person with a hearing loss. I was diagnosed with a hearing loss at the age of 3 years old. For most of my life, I've identified as oral deaf. I would say that from the age of 4 until I was 18, I wore hearing aids. I now wear a cochlear implant in my left ear. I am only one part of many different types of people in this world who have hearing loss. I personally require the support of my family and my neighbors to help me in times of emergency because I don't sleep with my implant in. So if I need any help, I would ask my family or my friends to wake me up.
It's important to know your neighbors as a safety net in case something happens in the neighborhood. In the event of an emergency, knowing your neighbors could be the most important thing of all. My plan includes saying hello to people on the street and introducing myself. My plan also includes shopping locally, because that's where my neighbors are as well, and it's a good place for them to see me. And the third part of my plan had to do with joining a local organization so that, again, I was visible to my neighbors. Some of the things that are important for us to know are if they have a disability, what kind of help they might need. We would also ask if they had a special skill that they could offer their neighbors. That might include helping to turn off the gas, or helping somebody turn back on the electric. Maybe somebody needs to have help collecting their things to get out of their home. Knowing my neighbors has been very important. For example, a tree came down on the block, and as the neighbors gathered, we realized that somebody was missing. We were able then to go and check on that person because we knew they were supposed to be there.
Connecting to the community also means that you can help others be prepared for an emergency. You can ask if they need help. You can be patient and listen to their concerns and questions. You can be a good neighbor and stay positive about being safe and prepared. By using the feeling safe, being safe tools yourself, you will see how important they can be in an emergency and how you can help others. You are prepared using the feeling safe, being safe tools. Now you can teach others how to be prepared too. At the end of this video, please complete the discussion questions.
We've heard from people with disabilities, families, people without disabilities, first responders, and the community about how easy these materials are to use and how they are successful in helping people to be better prepared in the event of an emergency or disaster. The challenge is now yours to go forth and use them and work with your neighbors and families to make it a success.
Your facilitator will now pass out a training evaluation form. Please take the time to complete this form and give it back to your facilitator.